Today, I'm going to talk to you about the art of listening. And I'm going to share a confession with you. I used to be a terrible listener. I remember in my 20s, someone was frustrated with me and they said, "You always interrupt. You don't listen." And I kind of caught myself. It was a painful thing to hear, but it was true. And I said, "You're right." And that's when I decided to start cultivating this skill, because listening, like anything else, is a skill. And if you're a bad listener right now, as I used to be, this is a story of hope for you, because now people tell me I'm a great listener. And someone even requested I make this video about listening. So, listening is a skill that you can practice and you can develop. We'll start with why. Why would you want to have this skill? When you are listening, you have to realize that you are actually speaking very loudly. Not with your words, but with your body. The way you look at somebody what you're doing with your body is sending a message to the speaker. And the two extreme messages are, one, if you are giving active listening, is what you say, what you think, what you feel, who you are matters to me. And that is a beautiful message to communicate. And when you give somebody the gift of authentic listening, you will see joy. They will give you smiles so big that even their eyes cannot contain their happiness. And once you give this gift once, it will give you the desire to give it again and again. And maybe this is not the message you want to communicate, but it is the one you are communicating when you don't listen. When you don't listen and you speak over others and you interrupt them, the message you are saying unintentionally is what you think, what you do, what you feel, who you are does not matter to me. And that is a very painful message to communicate. So, simple question for you. Which of these two messages would you rather communicate with those you love? Hopefully the former. That's my case anyways. So that's why it's important to listen, is you will spread joy when you listen. So what does active listening look like? I think what you're doing with your eyes, are you making eye contact with the other person? Is your body language open or is it closed? Are you facing them? Do you have your phone in your hands? If you have your phone, you're saying who's talking to me on the phone is more important than you, which is, once again, a painful message. Or if it's on the table in front of you, you're saying, I'm only going to listen to you until someone more important than you messages me. So I think that first and foremost, you need to eliminate distractions. You need to dwell in the present moment. If your mind is divided, people can sense that. If you're thinking about what you got to do later or something that's stressing you out, you're not saying any of this, but your body is. And so you need to be focused on the other and not on yourself. If you are focused on the other, they sense that. So you need to train dwelling in the present and being focused on the other. If you speak as soon as someone's done speaking, you are sending the message that you were just waiting to speak and that their message was not important to you. Once again, something painful to communicate, which you're not doing intentionally, or you're probably not even aware of. So a simple pause when someone finishes speaking shows them you are absorbing what they're saying. Most people listen with the intent of formulating their response. They're simply waiting their turn to speak. Trust that you're going to say the right thing. You don't need to premeditate it ahead of time Be focused on what the other person says. And when it's your turn to speak it, it'll come to you. You know, you don't need to pre-plan it. And if you give the gift of authentic listening, you know, you're going to see joy. You're going to radiate joy around you. How can you become a better listener? Super simple. Practice. It was very awkward for me, but when I was consciously cultivating this skill, I would tell people straight up, I'm trying to become a better listener. And I would say, like, right now, I'm not a very good one. I would just, you know, you have to be humble. But I'm trying to become a better one. Could you please give me some feedback? You don't know what you don't know. And most of the time, you need an outside perspective to help you learn and grow. So simply practicing listening will make you a better one. And that's all it is. I think it's important to realize that listening is a skill. So that's how, it's just practice, simple. Dwelling in the present, I think it deserves a separate video, but that I would recommend mindfulness meditation. So your ability to focus and your ability to dwell in the present is something you can train your mind to do, and you can do that with meditation. I have found that that's the best way. Perhaps there are others, but that's what I use. So in conclusion, I think listening is a crucial life skill for you because it's an investment in yourself and in your relationships. If you listen, you will be speaking the message very loudly. What you think, what you feel, who you are matters to me, and you will radiate joy to those around you. So I really think you have the ability to learn the skill because I was a hopeless lost cause. So if I did it, I know you can do it too. And if you have any questions or comments or feedback, I would love to hear it. Just leave it in the comment section. So I hope you can use this advice to amaze yourself.